Morning, all
Yes,
of
ma'am,
you.
you're audible.
Yeah. Good morning, all of you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you.
So, we are having a very interesting topic today, that is ethics and bias. I think you have covered most of the things related to HR in AI in last sessions. So, a little bit brief about what we have already covered in this. So, can you tell me what are the benefits of using AI in HR? Please be interactive.
With the help of AI, recruitment selections are becoming easy.
Very easy. Selections are becoming very easy by using the AI.
Yes, it's helping.
Yeah, it's helping. So when I talk about the using and other more factors are there for which we are making use of AI in HR. It's not only the recruitment. What are the other factors for which we are using AI? Yes, there are many more factors on for which we are making use of this AI. Can you elaborate on some more topics? You have covered everything in your last 5 days. Yeah, anyone else? Geeta ma'am, Bindu ma'am. There are a lot of things which we have covered, and we are having many of the areas where we are making use of the AI. No answer?
Ma'am, data-driven decision easily making. It maintains the
This is
data.
yeah. My screen is shared with you. Yeah.
Yes,
My
ma'am,
screen
it's
is
shared.
shared with you.
Yes.
Yeah. So today we are going to talk about the AI ethics, bias, and privacy in HR decisions. So when we talk about ethics, if I talk about human being, ethics are clear that you should have some values. But how ethics are important with the AI? AI is the artificial intelligence. It's working according to what we have given the commands. है ना? It's working as I have given the commands to it. Then why saying that AI should have the ethics? Using of AI should have some ethics. What are those type of ethics which you think that they should be there? इंटरेक्टिव नहीं होगी तो ये सेशन बड़ा बोरिंग हो जाएगा. You wanted to learn something out of it, then please interact with me.
There should not be bias. There should be transparency.
Have you heard about the concept of garbage in, garbage out?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You have heard about the concept of garbage in, garbage out? है ना? If I say garbage in, garbage out in computers, if I talk about the automation, if I talk about anything, that says that whatever input I'm giving to this, the output will be according to that only. And AI is what? It is also a software. It has been made by someone using the human intelligence. The artificial intelligence has been developed. So it is performing whatever I have given the commands to it. It is performing whatever commands I have given to it. That means human intervention is the most important part when I talk about the AI. Here also it is having the human intervention, right? So when I say this, that means whatever type of data I'm giving to it will create the problems. In case the data is not correct or it is not ethically correct. I'll give you an example of Amazon. In 2018, Amazon started using this AI recruitment tool. And the AI at that time was trained on the last 10 years recruitment process. What Amazon did, उसका जो 10 साल का पूरा उसके पास में है ना रिज्यूमेस पड़े थे और जिनकी उन्होंने स्क्रीनिंग करी थी और जो भी प्रोसेस उन्होंने बनाया था वो सारा का सारा एआई को दिया गया फॉर टेस्टिंग पर्पस. If I talk about the era before 2018, most of the technical guys were from the male. Most of the technical guys were males. So when it started working on that, जब उसका ट्रायल चल रहा था उस समय जिस चीज के ऊपर एआई को ट्रेंड किया गया, उसने क्या नोटिस किया कि रिज्यूमे में मेल जो है वो ज्यादा जो मेल है वो ज्यादा प्रोमिनेंट है. तो उसने क्या किया, अपनी जो डेटाबेस है उसके अंदर जो स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस था, स्क्रीनिंग प्रोसेस में मेल को डोमिनेट करा दिया. आप समझ रहे हैं? एआई के अंदर कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं थी, लेकिन जब उसको हमने सैम्पलिंग मेथड करके हमने उसको ट्रेंड किया कि आगे जब भी वो मतलब जो हमने इसके ऊपर सिमुलेशन एनवायरनमेंट दिया उसको, उस समय जो रिज्यूमेस दिए गए दैट वाज बेसिकली गिवन वर ऑफ मोस्टली फॉर द मैन. And because Amazon at that time was the male dominated tech industry, so it learned that male sounding resumes were better. वही उसने सीख लिया. AI को यही समझ आ गया कि अगर मेल डोमिनेटिंग है तो the resume is better. So what it happens basically, तो इसके अंदर क्या आने शुरू हो गया, biasness आनी शुरू हो गई. When I started sending the resumes, fresh resumes to the this AI, which was doing the process of screening the resumes. At that time, जहां भी उसको मेल दिखता था, उसने उसको high priority दे दी and it started selecting or shortlisting the resumes which were having the mails. So that was biasness. And how does this biasness came into the AI? Because of the fault when the testing was done. Because most of the resumes which were feeded for testing period, at that time we have feeded the resumes that were of male, because Amazon was the organization which was having male dominancy. So इसी तरीके से आपने क्या किया, उसके अंदर जैसे ही है ना, फॉर एग्जाम्पल एक रिज्यूमे आया, रिज्यूमे के अंदर उसने लिखा था वुमेन, मेल और फीमेल का कॉलम नहीं लिखा, बट उसने है ना लिखा कि है ना मैंने इस पर्टिकुलर ट्रॉफी को जीता है एंड दैट ट्रॉफी इज वुमेन चैंपियनशिप. या इस तरीके से कहीं पर भी उसको ये रियलाइज हुआ कि द मेल एंड फीमेल बायसनेस इज कमिंग, तो ऑटोमेटिकली व्हाट हैपेंड, इट टुक इट लाइक दैट ओनली, दैट ये तो वुमेन का रिज्यूमे आ गया, सो इट व्हाट इट डिड, it discarded that resume. Okay, so उसने क्या किया, मतलब कुछ वर्ड्स ऐसे होते हैं जो मेल जिसको हैं वो ज्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं, ऑटोमेटिकली दोज कीवर्ड्स लाइक कैप्चर्ड, एग्जीक्यूटेड, कुछ ऐसे वर्ड्स जो है ना मेल के रिज्यूमे में ज्यादा पाए जाते हैं, और जो उसने 10 साल के रिज्यूमे से स्क्रीन आउट किया था उन सारे रिज्यूमे को उसने अपनी मेमोरी में रख लिया, एंड when it was doing the ATS matching, at that time it started picking up those words automatically. Because AI क्या, it's just like training a robot. Okay, so जैसा उसको दिया गया उसने है ना, और जो पास्ट में बायसनेस रही, that was due to lack of women applicants. वो बायसनेस नहीं थी तब एप्लीकेंट्स ही कमा रहे थे जिस पर्टिकुलर टाइम का डाटा उठा के उसमें फीड किया गया था, बट आज तो बराबर एप्लीकेंट्स हैं, बट उसने बायसनेस को शो करने दिया. अब ये जो प्रॉब्लम आई, दैट वाज द बायस, जेंडर बायसनेस आ गया. ऑटोमेटिकली जेंडर बायसनेस आया तो एथिक्स का इशू आ गया. क्वेश्चन रेज दैट Amazon is preferring the male candidates for their organization instead of female candidates, whereas according to the law both should be 50-50. And then there came a problem that why they are not hiring more of the female employees. So the जो ratio, gender ratio जो government ने उनको दे रखा था वो gender ratio हिल गया. So that is basically is how the biasness scheme. But in biasness को हम remove कैसे करेंगे? So when I talk about the removing of biasness, basically I have to deal that when I am training my AI to do a specific kind of task, I have to take care that knowingly or unknowingly I should not give the bias to it. है ना? Knowingly or unknowingly I should not give the bias to it. For example, this happened for the resume screening because it favored certain kind of gender here. In many of the things it happens. Many times it starts, suppose my organization is located in North. So I have previously preferred the address which is from the North area. So when it started working on the online mode or the hybrid mode, now the employee can be from all over the India. अब मुझे डेमोग्राफिक की जो प्रॉब्लम थी, रीजन की प्रॉब्लम थी, वो नहीं है अब. लेकिन क्योंकि उसने ये देखा कि मेरे पास जो 10 साल के रिज्यूमेस थे, उन रिज्यूमेस के अंदर मोस्टली जो लोकेलिटी प्रेफर की गई थी, दैट वाज फ्रॉम नॉर्दर्न इंडिया. तो व्हाट हैपेंड, it started selecting the resumes which were having the address of northern India or the zip code or the pin code of the northern India. So it started picking up that particular, that again lead to the biasness. Similarly, ये तो पहला step हो गया when we are talking about the this screening of the resumes. अब screening of resumes में बाकी factors तो चलो common है, लेकिन second step आता है आपका interview. Now, what the second step is that after the screening, we HR gives a call, or that also call also come through the chatbot only, and they have been asked to basically shoot a video, a small video, giving their introduction and about themselves and other things. So that video shoot is basically sent to the HR. आजकल तो अगर if you must have tried on naukri.com and other job portals, they say आप अपना है ना YouTube, सॉरी अपना या तो YouTube पे अपना डाल दीजिए और वहां लिंक दे दीजिए, या फिर अपना एक शॉर्ट वीडियो शूट करके वहां पे अप्लाई कर दीजिए. नाउ दे रिक्वायर द विजुअल रिज्यूमेस इंस्टेड ऑफ द word file or the PDF file resumes. So that again is basically requirement of a video. So ऐसे जब स्टार्टिंग हुई तो है ना, जब फेशियल रिज्यूमेस जाने लगे, इसको हम लोग है ना ये दिस वीडियो रिज्यूमेस वर सेंट ओवर देयर. तो वीडियो इंटरव्यूज में क्या किया, बायसनेस क्या आई. अब पहले जो उन्होंने शूट करके डाले दे वर द मेल डोमिनेंट, तो उन्होंने क्या फेशियल एनालिसिस एआई ने उसी तरीके से किया. Facial analysis is basically performs the words on dark skin candidates or the light skin tones or the type of skin tones or in the expressions which they are giving. It notes everything, and after noting the all those things, it became the bias. मतलब ये टोन्स वगैरह उसने है ना जो वीडियो से रिकॉर्ड किया और जो उसने नोटिस किया उसके हिसाब से बायसनेस आ गई. That is the male candidate, that is the female candidate, because on the basis of skin tone जितने उसके अंदर फैक्टर्स हमने फीड कर दिए कि normally males are having these characteristics when I talk about this, and females are having these characteristics, and they started picking up the characteristics of the male members because it was at the time of sampling, it was a bias. So all these things are creating the sampling biasness. When I started taking the samples and feeding the sample into the AI tool to see whether this particular tool will work or how it will work, at that time I have given the wrong sample, and that sample has created a different type of aura in the AI's memory. AI की जो अपनी memory है उसके अंदर वही चीज उन्होंने create कर दी. Then we come to the performance reviews. So AI may rate extroverted communication styles higher. है ना? They are being given some certain parameters. For technical people, we don't check the communication skills at a higher rate. For that purpose, we need the coding skills more. But if I talk about the customer dealing or the customer care executives or the technical experts who are dealing with the customers, the communication plays a major role. So depending upon the role, the factors of communication, the factor of this coding, the factor of your dealing, the factor of the analysis, the factor of the data analytics, everything differs when I talk about the job roles. तो मेरे पास जितने टाइप के जॉब रोल्स दे रखे हैं उतने ही डिफरेंट टाइप्स के हर जॉब रोल के साथ एसोसिएटेड मेरे कैरेक्टर्स हैं. So ऐसे केसेस में क्या है, जब मेरे कैरेक्टर्स हैं, जब हमने उसको है ना डेटा देना शुरू कर दिया, तो हमने जब सैंपल दिया, उस सैंपल के अंदर मैंने वही सैंपल दे दिया जहां पे मैंने कम्युनिकेशन को हाई रेटिंग दी, है ना। मेरी ट्रेनिंग स्टार्ट हुई, मैंने उसको वो सैंपल दे दिया जिसके बेसिस पे उनकी ट्रेनिंग स्टार्ट हुई। अब मैंने वो जो सैंपल दिया उसके अंदर कम्युनिकेशन को मैंने हाई रेट कर दिया। नाउ एआई ने क्या नोट कर लिया अपने मेमोरी में कि जिनकी कम्युनिकेशन अच्छी है, द एम्प्लॉयज हु आर हैविंग द एक्सट्रोवर्टेड कम्युनिकेशन एंड देयर दिस पर्टिकुलर स्टाइल इज फॉलोड बाय देम, they are the good performers and they should be highly rated. So the people who were very good at their own job, that was also not considered. So biasness again came. So promotions, biased pattern from past promotion data was also taken, because at that time manual things were going on and the favoring was seen. So favoring the male or specific ethnicities, इस तरीके के कुछ चीजें थी नहीं, और वही डेटा उसकी मेमोरी में फीड हो गया, तो वो क्या एक क्रिएट हो गई, बायसनेस क्रिएट हो गई. सो बेसिकली दीज आर द एरियाज व्हिच अफेक्ट द एआई बायसनेस, and this basically is creating a problem. तो एक तरीके से अगर मैं बात करूं तो how the biasness is occurring, that is the training data, historically biased data, because I feeded the historical data which was already a biased data, that's why it is giving the biasness, है ना, that's why it is giving the biasness. So when I talk about the AI ethics, this biasness need to be removed. और बायसनेस किस टाइप की थी मेरी, बायसनेस वाज इन द डेटा, तो मेरा सैंपल जो डेटा मैंने सिलेक्ट किया वो ही बायस्ड डेटा था. द सैंपल डेटा व्हिच आई हैव फीडेड इन टू द AI tool when I was testing it for my organization, it has taken that only. आपने भी, आप चैट जीपीटी वगैरह यूज करते हो, आपने देखा होगा उसकी मेमोरी में अगर आपने फीड कर दिया है तो वो चीजें आपको आगे भी रिफ्लेक्ट होती हैं. The kind of analysis you are doing, or the kind of data or the questions you are asking from the AI, वो टिन जो है ना उसके अंदर फीड हो जाता है. जब आप अगली बार बात कर रहे होते हैं तो वो उसी तरीके से बात कर रहा होता है. अब जैसे मैंने अपना, जब भी मैं चैट जीपीटी यूज करती हूँ, वो ऊपर देता है मुझे, हाय डॉक्टर उर्वेश चौधरी, व्हाट कैन आई डू फॉर यू, because I have trained that my chat account like that, and it knows that normally I am doing the analysis part, so automatically it asks me the question in the same way, it gives me the answer in the same tone जो मैंने उसके अंदर tone मैंने feed कर दी है. The same thing happens when I am talking about the HR tools AI, वहां पर भी मैंने जैसे दे दिया वो उसी तरीके से करता है. तो biased patterns was seen from the past, sample data was biased data, so when it was fed to the software in future also, when it was performing actual on that particular data, the result was biased data. So the same statement which I gave you, garbage in, garbage out, if I have given the biased data, the results will also be biased. So I have to be very particular when I'm talking about this, that what kind of data I am giving to it. So jab I was taking an example of your Amazon only. So when I was talking about the Amazon. तो Amazon के जो हायरिंग टूल था हमारा, उसमें जो मेजर प्रॉब्लम आई थी वो थी AI फेवर्ड मेल कैंडिडेट्स ड्यू टू बायस्ड हिस्टोरिकल डेटा, एंड द बायसनेस का रिजल्ट क्या रहा, पेनलाइज्ड रिज्यूम्स विद वर्ड्स लाइक वुमेन और फीमेल ओरिएंटेड एक्टिविटीज वर रिजेक्टेड, एंड द सॉल्यूशन व्हिच कम टू दिस पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम इज दैट debias training data, use gender neutral resumes and conduct the fairness टेस्टिंग. इसीलिए आपने जब अपना रिज्यूम बनाया है, डोंट यूज अ वर्ड लाइक, कई लोग क्या करते हैं, लिख देते हैं ना मिसेस सो एंड सो, मिस्टर सो एंड सो, मींस द बायसनेस तो आपके रिज्यूमे में ही क्रिएट हो गई, बिकॉज मिस्टर मतलब यू आर अ मेल कैंडिडेट, एक अगर मिसेस लिख दिया तो इट्स अ फीमेल कैंडिडेट. सो व्हाइल यू आर मेकिंग द रिज्यूमेस, try to make the resume in the form of neutral, means the resume should not depict your biased, means there should not be clearing that it's a male resume or the female resume. So if here when I talk about this, the solution to this problem is that debias training data, use gender neutral resumes, and you conduct the fairness training. This is the responsibility of the organization, that when it is training their tool to perform the actual working in future, they should pick up the right kind of sample data. They should feed the right kind of sample data into their memory, and then when successful, then it should be given to the actual implementation. And we can also think that this such type of biasness can be removed from our resumes also, where it is the possibility that resumes can be selected as a biased candidate. Second problem which came into the this Amazon was of facial recognition in interviews. So it was seen that AI performed poorly on darker skinned and the female candidates. So biasness was the discrimination based on facial structure, expression, and the accent. And the solution for this particular problem can be that you can avoid facial analysis unless validated. This can be basically avoided, and you can prefer the structured text-based assessment instead of the visual. That means instead of the your facial analysis. Facial analysis की जगह पे आप textual के ऊपर है ना selection perform कराएं, and the algorithm should be written like that. Now the question comes of the algorithm bias. So while the algorithm was written at that time, instead of checking the facial expression and the facial analysis, you go for the textual analysis which they are speaking, the text which they are giving to you, because that is giving me what is the knowledge facial recognition. So because interview को time पे मेरे लिए matter क्या कर रहा है? Only advertising industry where the beauty is a concern or the looks matters, there we can have the facial recognition, but in other parameters these facial recognition can be changed and only the textual analysis can be done. So अगर हम structured text based assessments करना शुरू कर देंगे तो this algorithm biasness can also be removed. तीसरा जो था हमारा problem था वो था chatbot screening bias. इसमें problem क्या था? Chatbot interprets certain dialects as unprofessionals, and when I talk about this, there is a solution that train or diverse linguistic data. Train on the diverse linguistic data so that you can audit the chatbot outputs and use the fairness your NLP libraries so that this particular chatbot screening biasness can be removed. So these are some of the things which can help us in doing so. So coming back to my PPT, this was just to explain what type of biasness is there and what are the reasons because of the biasness can be is, and this is specifically taking an example of your Amazon industry. So coming back, so we come to this. So I was talking about the now coming what is the AI landscape in HR, because although we have discussed about that, but it requires the knowledge that how much we are engaged by using this particular applications. So if I talk about the HR leaders using the AI tools nowadays, we are having 67% of the industries has already shifted to this particular things. And this has led to 85% faster resume screening, 42% reduction in hiring bias, because now human biasness is not there. Human biasness is not there. If some biasness is occurring, then that is due to our errors of any one kind of the error, which I have already discussed with you. But human biasness is not there, which is more problematic. So when I talk about resume screening, the first process, automated candidate filtering and ranking is taking place, and it has shown that 78% of the automated candidate filtering ranking is over there. अगर हम chatbots and engagement की बात करें, that is 24/7 candidate communication and support is there, and 65% of the growth has been seen, and this is the data latest till date. Video interview analysis, sentiment and competency assessment is there 52%, and predictive analytics, that is performance and retention forecasting, is done 41%. This is the basically application in HR which is saying, and you can see the AI adoption growth trends. In 2020, it was approximately around 18 to 20%. In the 5 years, the growth has reached your 78%. It started with around 18 to 20%, and it has reached around 78% today in 2025. So अगर हम इन sites की बात करें तो 300 has been seen. And 89% of Fortune 500 companies use AI in recruitment, and only 20 when algorithm unfairly favor or discriminate against certain candidate based on their characteristics like race, gender, age, or background, and often perpetuating historical inequalities rather than eliminating them. So on the basis of that, it has been seen that there are 4 types of biasness which are generally seen when we are talking about the AI. That is historical bias, algorithm bias, algorithmic bias, sampling bias, and measurement bias. I've already discussed upon that historical bias when AI trained on past hiring data reflects previous discriminatory practices. And it was seen that most of the organization, the biasness is male dominated tech roles biasness. And the reason behind is that because female uh, working has included gradually and slowly it has increased in last few years. Prior to that, the gender ratio in all the organization was varying and males were dominating on the female. So that is the reason because of which the AI is also giving that bias, because it is trained on the past hiring data and where already the biasness was existing. Algorithm bias, because flawed algorithm design leading to unfair outcomes. Because of this particular thing, they have taken the wrong type of parameters or the traits which are basically taking into the consideration. जब एल्गोरिथम ही गलत डेटा उठाएगा तो ऑब्वियस है उसका आउटपुट गलत आएगा ही आएगा, बिकॉज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ एल्गोरिथम ओनली द coding has been done. So flawed algorithm design leading to unfair outcomes. So weighted criteria favored certain groups because of the wrong algorithm which is already been written. Then there is a sampling bias, training data not representative of diverse applicant tools, which limited to the demographic representation. And then there is measurement bias, and that is how data is collected or measured introduces the unfairness. So resume gap penalties are there. Say on the first class when we were talking, we were discussing about the resumes. The resumes and CVs which were prepared in the traditional formats are not nowadays not acceptable. Wherever the AI is making use of this thing, they are not able to accept the resume because now they require the ATS friendly resumes and they pick up the keywords, and on the basis of keywords they are basically finalizing. So if a person who is very talented or very high percentage of characteristics are matching, but in resume he was not able to show in that particular way, the software will not pick up his resume. Being a deserving candidate, then also his resume will not be shortlisted for any type of interview at any of the organization. So this is resume gap penalty. This is measurement biasness, and because of this he is not being selected for the further process of the recruitment. So the major reason how bias enters into AI system is the historical data. And if I talk about the real world example, I have already discussed, that is Amazon's resume scanner, which is panelized resume, including words like women chess club, captain, etc., etc. This is a major point which has been seen. Now, if I talk about some real world case studies or AI bias in hiring, then gender biasness की हम लोग अभी बात कर चुके हैं. So the impact of this particular biasness led to systematically downgraded female candidates. Because when you will not be interviewing the female candidates, then selection is not possible. So automatically you have downgraded the female candidates. And $10 million plus development investment was scrapped because of this particular problem which arose in due to the AI tool. And global scrutiny of AI hiring practices was on the question mark, was on the stake because of this biasness which came into the AI tool. Next, Aon Consulting in 2023 had a legal case that was saying that assessment software discriminated based on the race and disability status. That is multi-factor biasness, because that particular portion was not dealt in the AI, and the thing which is not being done, because human intervention hota hai to kya hota hai, human can analyze. If something new is also coming, then also you can analyze and you can call for that. But AI, whatever you have written, it is working on that. So it the assessment software, the AI ka jo hamara screening procedure tha, that discriminated based on race and disability status because it was not trained to do so. So federal lawsuit was filed against this company, and class action potential was taken, and industry-wide policy was changed after this particular case. That means in AI we were required to deal with this particular part of race and disability status also, because many times some jobs are specifically for the disability people or for the different category of the people. So how to deal with that, that should also be taken care of. Then in University of Washington in 2024, when the research was done, it was seen the name discrimination was there. AI tool ranked applicants differently based on the perceived race and gender from the names. Because sometimes your name is like that, it gives you the effect of जेंडर. जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि आप मिस्टर या मिसेस मत लगाइए, मिस मत लगाइए, चलो वो तो एक बात हो गई. बट नेम्स ऑल्सो साउंड्स, दीज आर द फीमेल नेम्स एंड दीज आर द male names. So name description discrimination is not only because of the salutation which you are putting in front of it, it is the how the name sounds. So 32% ranking difference by name ethnicity was found in this particular research which was done at the University of Washington, and consistent across multiple AI platforms was seeing, and this particular has been published. This is the research which has been published in a peer-reviewed journal from where it has been picked up. So if I talk about the real world case studies, AI bias in hiring, there are three things which are the seen. Number one, past hiring decision embed the discrimination, and that is due to historical data perpetuates biasness. But proxy variables create the indirect biasness. Seemingly neutral factors mask discrimination, and regular auditing is essential because bias requires the ongoing monitoring. So basically, these are some of the things which are coming into the picture. Now, it has been finalized that companies should do the biasness audit also. If you are in the process of implementing AI in your organization, so it is necessary that you should conduct the bias audits. Because if you do not do that, you will not come to know that the biasness is there. Many times it happens unknowingly, the biasness is going on. I'm not aware of it, but due to my whatever tool I'm using to do this particular hiring and other processes in HR, the biasness is going on. So it is necessary that in between the manual audit should be done to check whether there is a biasness or not. So it and there are some active lawsuits also to deal with this, and I'll be talking about those laws also. And accordingly, we have to put some financial allocation for that also. Now, the second part of today's session is the privacy concern in AI-driven HR. So when I talk about the privacy concern, it is the data protection, GDPR compliance, and the candidate rights I'm talking about. Because when some person is sending the resume to you, at that time he is giving you the personal information, work history, skills, education, and many of the things are coming to you. But when your AI tool is being used and that AI tool is taking your data, at that time, how much secure your data is? although they claim that the privacy concern की हम बात करें तो AI tool claims that your data is secure, but how much? There are many cases where it has been seen that data is leaked out, or that particular data is being used at other places by some other organizations because it is already in there. If you I think everyone must have used SEO tools or any of the free tools. और हम लोग जब भी अपना PhD कर रहे होते हैं या रिसर्च पेपर लिख रहे होते हैं तो सबसे बड़ा कंसर्न क्या होता है, हम इसको अपलोड तो कर देंगे, इसमें ये चेक करके भी दे देगा, फ्री एनालिसिस भी हमारे पास आ जाएगा, बट द प्रॉब्लम इज दैट कहीं ऐसा तो नहीं है हमारा डाटा चोरी हो जाएगा. When it will go for the final output, I'll come to know that it is already being published, or the plagiarism will arise in my document. So that is a concern. तो जब हम इस कंसर्न की बात करते हैं तो HR में तो आपके पास सब बड़ा ही confidential data होता है. When the person is sending the resume to you, it is your duty that his details should be kept confidential. So that is worth the privacy concern for the organization. Then social media, when I talk about the social media, profile, post, connection, behavioral patterns, everything is a concern. You must have seen that there are a lot of things which are showing that social media, they hack your account, they post some posts which are not being sent by you, but someone has hacked your account and they're sending and demanding for the money, demanding for certain other things, and online harassment and so many type of things are happening nowadays due to social media. So that is also a privacy concern. Then we come to the जैसे आजकल क्या है, मैक्सिमम ऑफ द हायरिंग के लिए हम लोग डेटा को कहाँ से पिक करते हैं. मेनी टाइम इट हैपेंस दैट यू हैव नॉट अप्लाइड इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बट योर रिज्यूमे इज बीइंग बाय डिफॉल्ट सिलेक्टेड बाय देम, because suppose I have uploaded my resume on naukri.com to search the job, and naukri.com has given the portal access to everyone who has a naukri account from the company side, and they can access my resume, and they can go. Nowadays it is necessary that I should give my LinkedIn link also on my resume. So if it is given over there, they can access my all the details from that LinkedIn account. They can access the details from any of the things because I have given them the permission to access that. So from there, many things can be noted down. So if someone who is not authenticated person, but he or she goes to that particular site, then they can track me. So that is the privacy concern which are arising nowadays because of the AI and the online systems. And then we come to the interview data. When we come to the interview data, we are talking about the video recordings, facial expressions, voice patterns. So बहुत सारी चीजें हैं which are coming into the consideration. But what you are giving, that is not leaked out. Means if someone want to do the biasness and your patterns are being leaked out and it has been made much better by intervening in one or the other way, that can be done. Psychometric, personality test, cognitive assessment, behavioral data, these are some of the things which are of the great concern. So when I talk about these things, I'm talking about some of the candidate privacy rights also. So when I talk about the candidate privacy rights, I'm talking about the right to access, that is view all collected personal data, right to rectification, correct the inaccurate information, right to erasure, that is right to be forgotten, delete data, and right to object, that is refuse automated decision making data. So आपके पास ये सारी rights हैं, they are already being given in the law. You have this particular right. So you have when I talk about the, आपने देखा होगा आजकल आपके सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे भी you have a right whether you want to make your account public or private and to whom you have to give the access or not. So आपके पास बहुत सारी rights हैं, candidate privacy rights जिन्हें हम बोलते हैं. So कई बार क्या होता है, if there is some information which is not accurate or correct नहीं है तो आप उसको correct कर सकते हैं. So there are many type of if you want to erase the data long time back. Suppose I posted something a few years back, but now realize that post is creating problem for me, I can delete it now also. That is the right. So I have a right to object also if some problem is coming, or I can basically refuse the automated decision making also. So there are something. So when I talk about the privacy risk, the major risk which comes with this automation, is your the AI tools, is your unauthorized data sharing, third party access, data breaches which come. These are major things which are coming. So for that, we have adopted some of the best practices, that is encryption at rest and transit, regular security audits, anonymization techniques, etc. They can be done. So we need to basically work on these systems. These are some of the legal frameworks and compliance requirements which have come nowadays. तो सबसे बड़ा जो है वो यूरोपियन की यूनियन है, दैट इज जीडीपीआर, दैट इज एक्टिव फ्रॉम 2018. तो इसने कुछ लीगल रिक्वायरमेंट्स को बना दिया है, दैट इज योर एक्सप्लिसिट कंसेंट इज रिक्वायर्ड व्हेनेवर यू आर गिविंग योर डेटा. मतलब no one can use your data, although it is available, then also they cannot use your data until unless you have given your consent to them. Nowadays, you must have understood that whenever frauds are also taking place, they send some message and they to click the link. If you click the link, only then they are getting the permission to hack your account or hack your phone or your anything. So always there are some advertisements and awareness that never click on any of the link which is not a secure link, or you are not aware about that has been done by you or not. So basically, वो किस लिए है? Because explicit link is explicit consent is required from your side. So please be cautious about that also. Then right to explanation, you have a full right. Data minimization, and you can up to 4% revenue fines are there if some such type of any of the violation of the above four has been seen. Then is the NYC law, that is 144 New York City में है, that is active since 2023. उसने कहा, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया था कि it is necessary to have the bias audits, because आप bias audit नहीं करेंगे तो biasness पता ही नहीं चलेगी आपको that AI tool is having a bias feature in itself. तो जरूरी है कि आप बायस करें. तो NYC लॉ 144 न्यूयॉर्क सिटी में जो था, तो उसने कहा कि एनुअल बायस ऑडिट्स आर कंपल्सरी nowadays. And whatever the results are coming from this annual bias audit resultant, that should be public. So you have to public audit results so that anyone whosoever want to read about your recruitment process or the process which you are following, they should become to know about that. And in case the biasness is there, you can have an alternative selection process. And if it is overruled or it has not been considered, you can have a fine of $500 to $1,500. Then European Act, which is currently active and it is being started from 2025 itself, that it is saying that high risk AI systems are there, conformity assessments are there, and human oversight is required. So up to 7% revenue fines can be put up in case these are not followed. Then EEOC United States, which is updated recently only, that is in 2024. So anti-discrimination laws, reasonable accommodations, adverse impact testing, class action liability. These are some of the things which come under this particular law. They are not becoming part of it, then it's useless.
Kindly, please, audience, please be attentive and participate with the ma'am.
Ma'am, is
Even
there
if you
Indian
you don't want
Artificial
to,
Intelligence Act also?
Urvesh
ma'am, is there
हाँ
any
जी.
Indian AI Act also, or all these are in laws only?
नहीं, हाँ, लॉज में ही है, इंडियन एक्ट में भी आते हैं ये सारे के सारे.
Any particular act for this?
इंडियन एक्ट, हाँ, ये बाइसनेस का तो हमारा इंडियन एक्ट ही है. इंडियन एक्ट में हमारे पास ये सारे जिनके बारे में हम बात कर रहे थे ना, ऑल आर देयर इन आवर इंडियन लॉज. बाइसनेस के ऊपर तो हम लोग केस कर सकते हैं. इवन इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इट इज इम्प्लीमेंटेड, इट शुड बी 50-50. आप रेस, कास्ट, किसी के भी बेसिस पे आप बाइसनेस नहीं कर सकते, ये हमारा लॉ है. You have to answer for that. If you मतलब अगर ऐसा हो जाता है तो the employee who was supposed to get the job in that organization can go and file the case against the organization.
From my side, this was the
only
concern.
few jobs are like that, which are more risk prone and where females are not allowed. Still, there are few jobs, but in 99%, gender biasness cannot be there. हाँ, ये तो लिख सकते हो आप एडवर्टाइजमेंट में, ओनली फीमेल्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, बट ये नहीं लिख सकते कि ओनली मेल्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. फीमेल्स रिक्वायर्ड इसलिए लिख सकते हो कि आपकी कंपनी के अंदर अगर आपका फीमेल का रेशियो पूरा नहीं है, मेल्स आर मोर, so balance out that particular ratio, you can hire only females. I think no one is interested in this.
Anyone else who wants to discuss with the ma'am regarding these questions? And please unmute yourself to discuss.
Or you can even write in the chat box also if you do not want to unmute your mic. You can write in your chat box. We will answer your queries. I guess, ma'am, we can end the session because no one is
Because
having
they're
any.
not interacting. Otherwise, ये आधा घंटा है ना जो questioning वाला था, वो बहुत अच्छा हो सकता था. If they
Exactly,
have some
yes.
questions. चलिए, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your enriching session. Your session is always enriching for us. You always give us a new knowledge to have it on a AI or any other topic. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the great information you have provided on the topic. So now I will
Thank you, ma'am.
now you're on the or you all will get a quiz link at 1:15 a.m. 1:15 p.m. on your on the chat box. You all have to fill that quiz as
And number 10 chain, Secretary of Legal Level International Business School welcomes you all on the fifth day of our MDP program. So as today is our last session, at the end of the session, we are going to share the online quiz link with all. You all have to fill that online quiz as you will be getting the certificates based on the submission of your quiz and plus along with the attendance of the 5 days program. So our first session of the day will be taken by Ms. Prerna Jain. Ms. Prerna Jain is currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Management at Vikaratan International Business School, affiliated with Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, GGS IPU, Delhi. She has completed her research work for the PhD in mathematics and is currently awaiting her final Viva Voice examination. Ms. Jain has contributed extensively to academia through publication in Scopus Indexed and UGC Clear listed journals and has presented her work at renowned platforms, including the IFAC, IFACOM conference held at TU Wien, Austria, and IIT Bombay. She also serves on the editorial board of the Journal of Global Information and Business Strategy, JGIBS, and is actively involved in institutional publications and academic event coordination. We welcome you, ma'am, and now I would like to request her to share her insights on the topic responsible AI with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Anji, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your wonderful introduction about me. So now we will start our session. First, I can share my presentation to everyone. Please wait. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now can I start? So I start now? Ma'am, can you
Yes,
hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am. Go
Yes.
ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, you can go
Okay.
ahead.
Good
Yes.
morning, everyone. Thank you, Namrata ma'am, for your kind and thoughtful words. I'm totally honored to hear. Today, I'm express my sincere gratitude to our coordinator, to Kanaka ma'am, to Hema ma'am, to Vandana ma'am, to Pushpa ma'am, to everyone, to give me that chance to the speech in the MDP of the AI-powered people management. Over the past session, you already had some excellent speeches about the power of AI, how transforming industry reshaping. So in today's session we are going to study the responsible AI. So building on that foundation, today's session is just centered on the topic is totally and equally important is responsible AI. While AI offers incredible possible, it also brings challenges and responsibility. It is not just about what AI can do it, but how can we are used to it. AI is a tool, powerful. Yes, it's powerful, but it is up to us to guide its impact. Our decision determine whether it serve inclusively, ethically, and transparently. As a professional, we adopt the AI, but also align it some values like fairness, accountability, and the human dignity. So today we will explore how can we become more user of AI but responsible of the AI. So, what are the agendas? What are the basic agenda? Today we begin. Let we talk about one sec. Hmm. Let me talk about although today's agenda. So it will be know how expert from the sessions on the responsible AI. We will start with the quick introduction of the AI and its application in business. We will then explore the AI is already making the impact in different areas like the marketing, finance, human resources, and the supply chain management, transforming the way organizations operate. Now, will we are at the core question, what is responsible AI? Now, in the simple terms, really mean to the build and user AI responsibility. Now, we are going for the another some important real world ethical dilemma in the AI. That situation where AI used more biased, unfair, and the harmful sessions we are talking in this session. Sorry. After that, we look into the key pillars of the responsible AI. What are the main key pillars? We are talking in some fairness, transparency, accountability, privacy, and the human oversight in this pillar, and the how we are making AI trustworthy. We are also explore some case studies from different sectors in this, like healthcare, finance, HR sections. AI is responsible, and these will be used to organization to translating ethical principles into action. Finally, we can talk about the challenges and the road ahead of the and the future about the responsible AI. So first of all, we are started with what is artificial intelligence. You very well known about the 4 day sessions about the artificial intelligence, but quickly revise about it. The AI refer to the ability of machine to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence. That includes the skill as learning from the data and the past experiences, reasoning and making decision. Problem solving is a complex in the certain environment, how take the decision, perceiving the world through the vision, speech, and the sensors, understanding the processing languages we are. But AI is no longer such a futuristic idea. It is actively shaping the world around us. From the recommending product online to detect fraud in banking, to assist doctor in diagnosis diseases, AI is now integrated into almost every industry like healthcare, finance, education, manufacturing, human resources, and logistics. In short, AI enable machine to think, learn, and adapt, helping us automate processing, make shorter decision, and solve problem more efficiently. Now, what is where the AI application in the business? Let us now take a closer look how AI is creating meaningful impact across the different different functions. Marketing In marketing, AI supports to deliver of personalized advertisement tailored in individual preferences and the browsing behavior. Chatbots, while other wisely used tools, provide quick and consistent response to the customer queries, enhance support and the reducing response time. And we are very well used in this in the banking system and the everywhere in the marketing, or even the colleges and the universities are also using their main portal to use the chatbots. With human resource and the HR, AI is being used to the streamlined recruitment process. It can help review a large number of resume efficiently and support predictively hiring by the identifying pattern that correlate with the success areas. In the finance sector, AI is enhancing security by detecting unusual pattern in transaction to prevent fraud. It is also refining credit scoring system by considering a broad range of data, leading a more inclusive finance assessment. And in the supply chain management, AI contribute to more accurate demand forecasting, help business plan better. It also aid in the route optimization while improve deliver timeline, reduce operation cost. These examples highlight how AI is become an integral part of business strategies, not just a automation, but enable smarter and more responsive in the data-driven decision. What is the ethics? Now we are talking about the ethics. Now we show the AI is applied in across industry. It is important to pause and reflect on the deeper question how these AI decision impact real life, your people's life, real people life. Because AI does not just about algorithm and automation, it is directly influence real lives through real decisions, where it is selecting a job candidate, approving a loan, approving a loan, or a predicting medical outcome. uh, every AI decision has consequences. But here the challenges. If the data used to train use AI model is biased, the outcome will be also biased. For example, if the past hiring data covers a certain group over the other, the AI might unknowingly repeat that discrimination. Another key is transparency. Like many AI system as working as a black box system, we get results. We can't say always explain how and where they are found it. This lack of clarity can reduce trust among the users and the stakeholder and even the regulator. That's why we now talk about the responsible AI in this. A responsible AI is fair, is transparent, is accountable. In simple terms, ethical AI should aim to produce outcome that the justification, inclusiveness, explainable. It should be designed not only for the efficiency, but with integration with the responsible in the another data. So now we move our the today's main topic, what is responsible AI. So now we have the how AI is already influencing the decision in every industry. Area decision all the areas have decision should be fair. Are these always transparent? Most importantly, can we trust them? Ki the responsible AI, what the AI taking a decision in the background. I'm from the maths background. If I'm giving the question to the AI and they solve them and give the answer, can I blindly rely on the solution on that? Can I rely on that? No, it's not, because I if they don't give me the proper explanation of the solution and I can't verify them solution and found it ethically, I can't I'm not trusting the answer. He give me the answer is right. So this bring me the today's topic, where is research AI, responsible AI. So what is exactly responsible AI? In the simple term, AI is an approach to developing and using artificial intelligence in such a way it is safe, trustworthy, and aligned with human values. It means while we are building intelligent system like a AI system to automate tasks and make decision, we also make sure that those systems are not harming people, not spreading bias, not hiding how decisions are made, and always use in a way that respect people right and dignity. Responsible AI is not just a technical concept, it is also a social, legal, and ethical commitment. It's about knowledge that AI has real consequences and making sure those consequences are positive and fair, whether it is chatbot screening, job application, and model approving loans. Responsible AI that ensure that we can use all these technology without using our sense of fairness, accountability, or empathy. Now we will move forward in today's session. We will deeper understanding how recognize, measure, and implement responsible AI in practices, system, and across industries. So, next one. Now we will understand the responsible AI means. But the main thing, why it is so important. Let us talk about why responsible AI is important. AI is not longer some work only in the background. Today it's a front seat driver. Today is directly impact some of most crucial aspect of our life. Like we are talking about the job selection. AI algorithm is now helping companies to screen resume. You every well known about the ATS system. Your resume will be scanned by uh, software or some AI and then decided you are shortlisted candidate or not. But if the train data and the that system that AI system, the ATS system, how can they work? They work on the data. But if the previous data we feed in that system is hiring are the biased one, the AI might be unfair filter deserving applicant, especially from the underprivileged community, from the female, for the minority communities. It will be harmful to the result as outcome. So the next one, the loan approval. In the finance sector, AI must be used in the credit worthiness. Yes, as a credit score, it decided where you get a loan or not. And how can they calculate the credit score? Just because of your previous data they give us. So that is not true for the every sense. But if the someone is denied to the loan simply because AI system correlate and they said you have a zero credit score, but without any kind of reason, any kind of everything, you they just directly correlate with the person's zip, where you are riding, where you reside, where you are working, where what is your job profile, what is your bank statement. So and without any justification, they giving you denial. So that is also not good for us. We need some clarity why we are rejecting. Even in the job selection, if the people are told us, the HR will be told us you are not selecting. We want some reason. What are the basic reason you are we are not selecting, because next time we work on them and work harder on the this criteria. Next where we use in the system is the increasingly being in the facial recognition. The facial recognition is help in the law enforcement. These system are being used for the security, surveillance, and even the public safety. Yet studies and show that the facial recognition often become poorly people or color, race, serious concern about the discrimination, the privacy. Even AI is used in the medical diagnosis, AI being used to detect diseases from the scan and the test results. While this is good, everyone know about the robotics, everything in the surgeries, and reports are testing by the scanning machine. Well, this can be speed up for the diagnosis, if yes, but if the system has trained of the diverse patient data. If system is not trained on the data that is diverse, that misjudge the condition of the certain population. So what will happen when the system is not designed responsibly? When they can make biased or unfair decisions that harm individuals or communities, amplifying existing inequality instead of reducing them, damage trust in both technology and the institution, that is be in hospitals, banks, schools, and government. And when the people stop trusting technology, even the best innovator lose their values. That's why the responsible AI is not just a technical need, it's a human need. It's about making sure that we scale AI, we don't lose our values along the way. In short, responsible AI help ensure that efficiency does not come to the cost of ethics. In the next part of our session, now we are differentiate our traditional, what is the difference between the traditional and the responsible AI. Everyone is confused about, ma'am, what you are talking about. The main thing is responsible AI, and what are the major difference we are talking first of all. So now we are seeing why responsible AI is important. Now let us take moment to understand what is the difference between the traditional and the responsible AI we have. You see, the traditional AI system has been more designed with one key objectives in the mind: accuracy and the efficiency. Main focus is accuracy and they work efficiently. If I'm giving the job selection criteria, I'm making the ATS system or something system. So my main task, the efficiency is good. They are working accurately. About the computer science student, so they only talk about the accuracy and the efficiency. My work is accurately by that much percent, 90% accuracy is my work, and the efficiency is very well. That's why we are done with the well to the automated task, speed up process, and reducing cost. Basically, the AI gave us. But we have discussed speed and accuracy alone are not enough, especially when the system start making decisions that impact real person life in the real world. So we need some more things like focus. Like traditional AI mainly focus on accuracy. How will the system predict or classify? Responsible AI, on the other hand, expand that focus to include fairness, ethics, and inclusively. Because the decision that 95% accurate but unfair to the particular group is truly intelligent, but it's incomplete. While traditional AI goal more often efficiency and the performance. Responsible AI balance those goals with human well-being. It asks how will this decision affect, especially the decision was not extremely society. Next, the decision transparency. While many AI system working like the black box system, you get an output, but you don't know how it arrival here. Okay. Responsible AI insists the explainability. Stakeholders should why an AI system takes certain recommendation, especially the high stake area like a healthcare and the criminal justice. Everyone has some accountability in the some person. We have some decision transparency. What the system think about now? You're and we are talking. If you are using a chat GPT, there is a thinking slide in this. Ki, what the system is thinking about. They're working on the responsible AI and that part. UNESCO take led by the publishing ethical AI guidelines for the education. These emphasize equally inclusive and accessible, helping educational institutions around the world design AI system which does not leave any group behind. They made it clear AI in education must bring grab but not a wider one. Tools like Turnitin, widely used to check a plagiarism in academic submission. When you writing a research paper or a book chapter, everyone has to be check their plagiarism through the Turnitin behind this. Now they become the AI explanatory features in even now the Scopus paper or the Web of Science paper or the SCI paper we have, even the you are publishing in the good publication like a Springer and the Elsevier, they also now check the AI plagiarism in your paper. In your manuscript, it's always about not only the plagiarism, it's check about the AI plagiarism in this. These update help educator understand how the tool identify AI generate content, making the process transparent and trustworthy rather than the punitive and the mysterious. Why is responsible AI critical in education? Because one bias score, one unfair recommendation, or one privacy breach can discourage a life, learner of a life. When the AI influenced young mind, it shape our future. That's why we need the ethical, transparent, and the human-centric AI on the every level of the education. Next, we will explore how government and public sector apply the AI to uphold privacy and the fairness and the scale. Let us now shift our focus to the sector that play central control to setting guidelines of the AI, that is government and the policy. Government around the world are not just a user of AI, but also the regulator, standard setters, and the protector of public interest. Their core objective is to ensure that the AI developed and deploy in the way that prevent misuse, safeguard citizen, and promote accountability. Let us look how different governments are stepping into it. The European Union is the leading globally with the EU AI Act, a landmark legislation that classify AI system based on the risk level from the minimal to acceptable. It mandatory transparency, documentation, and the human oversight, especially a high risk application like hiring, policing, and the credit score system in the finance sector. The act send in the strong message. Innovation is welcome, but not at the cost of the ethics and the human dignity. In India, a government think tank, Niti Aayog, has take a forward-looking approach by publishing a principle for the responsible AI. These principles focus on fairness, inclusiveness, safety, transparency, and accountability. They encourage Indian developer and the startup to embed ethics from the design phase, especially in the sector of healthcare, agriculture, and the education, where impact was high. Singapore was equally proactive. The government has an AI governance framework while serving the practical guide of the company trust system. Because of without wrong legal and the ethical framework, AI system can violate privacy, reinforce discrimination, or operate without accountability. Government can create an environment where the innovation and thrive responsibility, while citizens are protected, while trust of the AI system is earned, not pre-assumed. Now turn to the sector. AI has a power shape people future in every personal way is the HR, human resources. The objective in this sector is very clear to ensure equal opportunity for all, eliminating bias of the hiring process. After all, job define livelihood, dignity, and growth. When the AI system is used to screen resume, access interviews, or the shortlisted candidate, even a small business can disqualify the right person, not because of their ability, just because of flaw of algorithm. So look the smart in the real world. The higher view is a company when use facial analysis to the access candidate during the video interview, face a concern such as the tool of judge candidate unfairly based on the facial expression or the appearances. In response, the public scrutinize on the ethical debate. They remove the facial analysis correspond. They have the bold example to the company listening to the ethical concern of the closeness, choosing fairness over the convenience. LinkedIn Talent Solution is working on the recruiting algorithm more exclusively in focuses on the recommendation of the diverse pool rather than the reinforcement existing pattern or privilege. Why does this matter? Because hiring is not just about the efficiency, it's about the fairness, dignity, and the social mobility. If the AI system in HR are trained on the biased data, there is repeating past discrimination, such as preferring the male candidate in the tech jobs, screening out the candidate of the less privileged university. Responsible AI is ensure uh, ensure that the candidate has access objectively. Human oversight remain a part of the decision that shape our real life. So we can see even the workplace over the algorithm are the becoming gatekeeper to opportunity. Responsibility, fairness, and transparency must remain non-negotiable. Now let us explore another dynamic sector where the AI reshaping is the world of retailer and the e-commerce system where we will all use about this. The objective here to the ensure transparency in the personalized recommendation, responsible use of customer data, and the ethical business practices that respect both the individual and the environment. AI in the retail is not just about showing what to buy. It decides what products are promoted, how prices are adjusted, which customer receive discount or the targeted ad, and even how company manage their inventory and the supply chain. They all are some great responsibility we reach out. So some leading industry use the approaching responsible AI. First, like Amazon made headless in the few years ago. It showed the AI recruitment tool to hiring the ethical intent of hiring. It found to be biased against the female candidate, especially for the technical role. Recognize that ethical implication, the company choose to discontinue the system. This show even of the most advanced company may say vigilance and the correct measure to be biased to be discovered. H&M, the fashion retailer, use AI in its inventory planning. But what commendable that the combined AI driven protection with human oversight. This balance helped reduce overproduction and waste. Continue to the most sustainable, responsible AI should be the profit. It's about the protecting the environment. So what does this tell us? In the retail and the e-commerce, AI has the power to reshape customer experiences, influence choice, and even impact sustainability. But when recommendations are manipulated, when the customer data is mislead, it erodes trust. That's why responsible AI in this sector ensure transparent algorithm that treat our users fairly, ethical data collection practices, a commitment of human center values we have. Let us turn one of the most important application is auto vehicle industry, autonomous vehicle industry. The objective here to clear and urgent that guarantee safety, enable ethical decision making in the real time, and ensure accountability for every action and AI system taken the road. Self-driving cars has no longer the science fiction. They are already navigate in the public street, but when the AI takes the wheel, the risk and the responsibility was the enormous. Let took somehow the some company tackle when the Tesla we are talking. One of the most talked about the name of the autonomous mobility has faced both innovation and the controversy regarding to rising ethical concern and the accident report. Tesla had stepped to increase transparency in the public releasing beta test result and the cooperating with the translating regulation. These moves aim to restore public confidence and bring more oversight to how AI behave on road. Volvo, known for its safety first reputation, has to taken a bold and the commendable stance. Every AI system integrated into its vehicle must be explainable. That is, engineer and regulators must understand how decisions are made. And they always make an option to the human override. The principle ensure the human accountability stay intact, even the AI become our more advanced. So we learn about the mobile sector. AI is control car or a bus or even a delivery drone has the power to save or endanger life in the split sector. That's why responsible AI is the space about just innovation, preventing harm and its happen, making sure machines act with the moral logic and ensure there always someone answerable in the AI system. In short, autonomous vehicle remind us the real world stake of AI, why principle like safety, transparency, and the accountability can't be optional. The road ahead we contribute in this. So now we will follow by responsible AI is very putting into practice, but it's not very easy. It is a cross discriminatory collaboration, policy alignment, technical excellence we have, and above all, the commitment of this phase has to be ethics. Now, we are progress, we made the several challenges and the future of responsible AI. As much the progress we have made, several challenges remain, from algorithm opacity and the data misuse to the global regulatory gaps and the ethical gray zone. The road ahead is complex. Let us explore what barrier we still face and, more importantly, how we can work together to overcome them and build a truly responsible AI. Before we conclude today's session, we have to be, first of all, zoom out, truly reflect, not just a responsible AI, it just about us. Let us first start with who is responsible AI make to mistake. It is developer, the organization, the data itself, or the machine. Who is responsible when things are getting wrong? No, it's uncomfortable truth we have. The always no answer is no. No one has to be perfectly answered. So, the first of all, no global communication, common global framework to government how AI should behave or how it should be held accountable. Every country is moving on its own pace with their own priorities, leaving a fragment legal with the ethical landscape. But no common global framework is there. That is our major uh, challenge we are adopting. There will be the issue of digital literacy. Most people interacting with AI system, from the chatbot to the credit score tool, does not even know it's AI, let alone understand how it's work. How can we ensure fairness when the public are not questioned what are they are comprehended? And what about the technology itself? Many AI models today are black boxes, incredibly inaccurate, more painful, opaque, but we don't always understand why, and without understanding how can we build trust. Accountabilities get the murky. It's a AI denies someone getting a loan or misdiagnose a patient, tracing responsible through the line of code and training data is not simple task. The lack of transparency does not real ethic is this. So difficulty in facing to the trained data, that is our one of the biggest challenge we have. Lastly, our most fundamental thing is biasness. AI system learn the data. If the data reflect human bias, AI will replicate, or worse it imply it. It's left unchecked, the data. So what we can do, we can start by acknowledge the responsible AI is not a checkbox, it's a culture, a mindset, one of the prioritize people over performance, ethics over the efficiency. Now we have seen the challenges. Let us talk about what we do proactively, uh, or not reactively, that bring us to the concept being ethical by design AI. Let us ask ourselves what we do usually think about the ethics in AI. Sadly, many of the system are often the damage is done. A bias model is launched. Someone is unfairly denied the loan or opportunity. The goal of ethics by design is simply but powerful. Integrate ethics from the very beginning in the data collection and algorithm design. In every decision we make, think about building a house, initial from the initial stage, from the foundation. We are not conclusive last what the outcome is there, but the foundation is the last, the course not. Ethics are the foundation of the AI system, so it must be rare to the day one. We made a system, we are not talking about the ethics, but now we are moving on the make some AI models start with the ethics. This means the bias mitigation techniques during the model training, the regular fairness auditing and the fairness system auditing can be flawed. That's why emphasizing human in the loop model. Systems can human retain oversight, especially in the high stake decisions. Okay, people don't trust, they can't understand. So they need AI model that not only work but also explain why made a certain prediction or the certain in the language human can actually flow. So yes, building responsible AI is hard, but it is not impossible. It is simple need to design with ethics as a blueprint, not a band-aid. We started with the blueprint one, not like a bandage. We can repair all this thing in the last frame. So now let us move ahead because the real question is not just about what AI can do, is what kind of AI we want to build and live within, especially. We do. Okay. Then in India, how can we let us one sec. Because of the real question is not just about is AI growth. First, there is a rising in the responsible AI certificate is compliance. Globally, we see the EU like act, but India is too stepping down. Niti Aayog has released the national strategy AI for all, emphasizing ethics and inclusiveness and the safety. After draft of Digital India Act and the Data Protection Bill are starting to the AI accountability into the law. They are early, but the crucial step forward creating the ethical goal. Education is changing too. The NEP 2020 encouraged the integration of emerging technology, including AI, into the school and the university curriculum. Now he has a game changer. In India, is the institution like IIT and Triple IT is now launching a course of AI ethics and AI laws. That means tomorrow Indian engineers won't be able to coders is the ethical architecture of the digital future. On the tech front, we are seeing ethical world of in explainable AI, including the project of IIT Madras, has the working with the AI system from the healthcare with the doctor and actually interpret the trust we have. So, and inside Indian companies, yes, the trend is here too. The major companies like TCS, Infosys, Wipro are forming AI ethical councils, hiring chief AI officials, and the embedded thinking by design by the AI. These are not just a check boxes, they are the signals of the cultural change. So, why does we need all this means? It means the future of responsible AI. It just not been and written in the Silicon Valley is offer co-author right here in the Indian policy classroom and the boardroom. So we are just keeping and we are building AI to reflect Indian democratic values and the fairness. So let us pause the moment and truly appreciate the opportunity in the front of us because India is not just catching up in the AI. We are just a position to lead to the industry where with the large population, diverse language, and the complex scenario fabric, India represent one of the most challenging and the high impact ground on the ethical AI. There is a public healthcare, education, fintech, everywhere AI is deployed. For the looking the like for example, take a case of the AI in agriculture. The Ministry of Agriculture has pointed AI tools is predicting crop yield and pest outbreak, but without proper explanation. Inclusiveness of the local language support the farmers, that means does not responsible AI ensure the model is work very well. So in India, in fact, imagine that India is the leading world of the deploying ethical AI stack, open resources training. The future of the responsible AI is India is not just about keeping up with the West. It's about creating a path that is locally rooted, globally respected, and the ethically bold. And you, as an educator, researcher, and the policy thinker, are going to be the one who shape it. As we close this discussion, let's reminder the future AI is just not about how smart it becomes, but about how responsible we shape it. Technology alone won't define our future. Our values, intentions, and choice will. Whether you are a developer, policymaker, researcher, or a citizen, your voice matters. Let build a AI system that is transparent in design, inclusive in its reach, and accountable in its outcome because responsible AI is not a destination, it's a mindset and it starts from reach from us. So we are come to the close of our enlightenment session. I want to express my heartful thank to each of you and your active participation throughout the question and genuine curiosity. A special thank to the wonderful coordinator team, to the Kanaka ma'am, to the Pushpa ma'am, to Hema ma'am, to Vandana ma'am for a gracious invitation and the seamless organization. It has been truly pleasure to contribute this MDP. Over the last year, we are totally mean to build the use of responsible AI. It's just not a technological tool. It's just a force to be ethics, accountability, and the human value. In the world where the AI is shaping recruitment decision, it should be how behind what we are. So thank you once again. I wish to like you have any kind of questions you have. I'm open with the question session to all.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us such a great information on the topic. So I would like to ask if anyone is having any doubt, please kindly ask to the ma'am before we start with our next session. Anyone having any doubt regarding the responsible AI? So I think no one is having any doubts. So thank you, Prerna ma'am, for giving us such a great information, and especially with the help of a case study that was really easy to understand what is the responsible AI and how we can actually build a responsible AI in the future, especially in India. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Namrata ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your great words.
Welcome you all in the valedictory session of our MDP program. Hope you all have attempted the quiz and submitted in a given time frame. So it's a wind up to our 5 days MDP program. I would like to thanks to all our resource persons who have increased our knowledge and skills on various topics related to AI powered people management, coaching performance and talent management. Now I would like to invite our organizer of this enriching MDP program, Professor Dr. Kanaka Balasubramaniam, to share few words with us. Over to you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. As we draw to a close this insightful, enriching 5 days management development program on AI powered people management, coaching, performance, talent development in digital era, I, Professor Kanaka, on behalf of entire organizing committee, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to our chairman, Sri R. N. Jindal sir, and our director, Professor Dr. Vikas Nath, for their unwavering support and guidance. Firstly, our heartful gratitude goes to all distinguished speakers, resource persons who grace this program with their presence and share their performance, knowledge and expertise. Professor Urvesh Chaudhary for her insightful session on Introduction to AI HRM, designing feedback system in AI and AI ethics, bias and privacy in HR decisions. Then Dr. Manju Biswas Pathania for her session on AI trend and tools in people management, and Dr. Shivam Srivastav for his valuable insight on global AI application in HR, Professor Abhijit Das sir, for guiding us through AI strategy in HR and managerial role in AI coaching, Ms. Vandana Rastogi for the simulation AI-driven coaching tools, Ms. Geeta Khari for exploring emerging coaching tech, Dr. BP Sharma for his expertise on performance analytics and KPI, Dr. Chetna Mohor for her session on continuous feedback loops and appraisals, and Professor Kanaka for dashboarding live activity, Ms. Pushpa Prajapati for her insight on AI-based performance system and on AI for talent development and skill gap analysis, Miss Bhavna Sharma for simulation in career path tool, Miss Ravlin Kaur for discussing personalized uh, L&D path, for his session on talent, strategy design, and Ms. Prerna Jain for her valuable contribution on responsible AI. This session were not only informative but also very engaging, providing participants with actionable strategy and deep understanding for the transformative field. Our deepest thanks also goes to the management, faculty members, staff of Geeta Ratan A special thanks is also given to the coordinator, supporter, Ms. Vandana Rastogi, Ms. Puspa Prajapati, Ms. Hema Rani, Dr. Suruchi Satsangi for their tireless effort in making this program reality. Last but not least, we extend our gratitude to all the participants who joined us from various organizations and institutes. Your active participation, insightful questions, engagement have been of this program success. We hope that the knowledge and skill gained over these 5 days will empower you to leverage AI activity, AI efficiency in your respective domain. We truly believe that this MDP has equipped you with understanding, practical knowledge to navigate the evolving landscape of people management in digital era. Thank you all once again for your presence and contribution. We look forward to your continuous association with Geeta Ratan International Big School. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You are right that it cannot be possible without the help of our management, our organizing team, our resource person, and obviously our participants. It was very a great MDP program. We have learned us so much things from our resource person. Now I would like our